Oh yeah, let's get some tones going in here. We lit, baby. We lit like big, baby. Let's go. We back. Strictly for my hustlers. What's up? Tap in, tap in. Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? Strictly for my hustlers. We back. Got a lot to talk about tonight, man. Got a lot to talk about tonight, man. We gonna get into some good stuff, you know. Shout out to everybody that's been checking in. Shout out to everybody, on the live stream. That's been, rocking with the kid. Y'all been rocking with me. I've been rocking with y'all. You dig? Let's throw that shit up there on Twitter, guys. And we live. We live, man. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What's going on? Everybody in the building. What's the dilly?
Goods.
What's the word? What it do?
What's happening, bro? What time is supposed to start?
Man, we start at 10 o'clock every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Started right now, then.
Yeah, we live. You live right now.
Oh, 10 o'clock. You in Atlanta. I mean, you in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lit right now.
No, we ain't lit. It's me and you. They said we lit.
You know what I'm saying? We lit like.
I know what you mean. I know we on. It's on.
We on.
I'm fucking with you, bro. What's happening with you, man?
Man, what's up, man? What's going on? Where you at? You in LA?
Of course, yeah.
You in
Yeah,
LA?
bro. I live in East Hollywood. But I've been out here, bro. I've been out here 20 years now, bro.
For real?
Yeah. May was 20 for me. So, I'm still doing what I do. I gotta get some money, bro. That's all I think about.
Same here. That's the only thing you can think about.
Right. Especially being 50. I mean, shit is different.
Dang, Gonna you 50 years old? That's crazy. I would never ever expect that.
That's the idea, bro. That's the idea. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, man, you still in top tier shape, homie.
Got to be, bro. Got to be ready to make a move when a move needs to be made.
No, for Showski. For Showski. I can't see any.
Bring Kizzle and Dre, Adrian up.
And my bad, y'all. I ain't even looking at the screen. I'm on here sending the text out.
Peace. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, Swish? TK, you should be.
What's up with you, Swish? Yeah, how are you, sir? I'm alive. Well, motivated. I just got back from Nashville. I was down there for my little TSU homecoming. And take care of some shit at the house, but had a good time. So, that was a good little quick getaway. Good Friday. That's good to hear. Yeah.
Oh, you was out there? You was out there in Nashville?
Oh, yeah. I ain't been out there for a homecoming in a minute. And I actually decided to go out there on a bad one, actually. It wasn't really popular. I mean, in regards to everybody's looking forward this weekend, Tennessee State's out in D.C. for our homecoming. And so that's getting ready to be something different, and that's completely different for a lot of TSU folks. So everybody pretty much put it in to be out there. I knew about it, but I'm not I'm not interested in going chasing the thrill. You know, I was interested for home because I could see my family also. You know, that was good for me. It was enough for me.
Yeah, we had our homecoming here too, at Alabama A&M. It was jumping, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this chat. I don't know why. If you ain't never been to a historically black university homecoming, man, you doing yourself a disservice. All y'all on the West Coast, y'all might not experience that yet. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely something that you need to do. You know?
Yeah. Jeez, I ain't tapped in. I gotta see what's up. I ain't tapped in.
No, it's going up. That's
Club had to be the 1, 2, 3 of them because he was down in the ATL.
Right.
What's up, brothers, man? You know I had to go. I went to one of them. I went to
Diop, that's your phone. You gotta cut your mute on.
That might be mine.
Oh, okay. I'm like, somebody got the airplane in the back.
Nah, it might be shit.
Somebody got the window. Somebody riding with the window down.
Nah, that's me. I'm in the car right now. Hold on.
Okay. That's better. Tommy, what up, though?
Man, everything good, man. Peace to the guys. I had my little experiences out there going down south, being in Atlanta and homecoming, and then I take Tommy. Yeah, that should be the shit. Tommy, you been to a homecoming at any college yet? At a HBCU? I ain't never been. Yeah,
that's where you need to be pushing your music to. You feel me?
Dee Goodz, man, brother, put me in that bag.
Nah, for sure. You could have pulled up this past weekend and it went up crazy. Next thing going on, if y'all ain't never down in Alabama, we got the Magic City Classic. It's lit like big.
I'm like right around the corner from you. I'm in the That's for the strip club, huh?
Nah, Magic City Classic, that's in Birmingham.
And what they do down there for that?
They got the big, the classic football game, like the whole city be.
Who playing?
Alabama State versus Alabama A&M. It's big as hell. It's like the Super Bowl. Motherfucker, everybody from everywhere in Alabama, to Georgia, to Tennessee, Mississippi, come to be lit.
For real?
Yeah.
See, I ain't ready to that. You said that was weird, God.
It might be next weekend in Birmingham, Magic City Classic.
I'll probably be out here in Atlanta too. How far is Atlanta from Birmingham?
An hour.
Yeah, that's about an hour. It depends on what part of Alabama, of course. But
from Birmingham, that shit an hour and some change.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll pull up out there, guy. If they got any shows out there, man, that you know where, like they could be big or small, man. I'm gonna come out there like that.
Yeah, you would have to come out there first and just kind of tap in. You know what I'm saying? Move around out there. You gotta move. See, that's like you know how you go into you know how you pull up in LA, how you be moving in LA. You gotta do that in the chilling market, bro.
Yeah, that's me and TK were just saying the same thing, man. I think that chilling circuit take to me.
You gotta just have a hot record, and just move through that chilling circuit, like the Magic City Classic. You get on there, get with a promoter. They put you on, you feel me? Get you a show out there during that shoot. You come back, you know what I mean? Then radio out there. You could put up 10 bands and get 12 different markets.
Good. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So let me ask you this, because I always, this one thing I say, we about to go on tour in a couple of days, right? Shout out to everybody that's listening. The Hella Greedy tour, which is the tour for Hella Greedy, but it's the life that I deserve. As far as this Friday in Bakersfield, California. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast, and we finna do these dates on the West. And next weekend we'll be in the Midwest, and then the week after that We heading down south. We on tour for almost 2 months. I think it's a month and 3 weeks. And what I was gonna say is, as you was telling Tommy that when I lived in Atlanta, one thing that I always seen, because I fuck with people in Atlanta. Shout out to the Atlanta natives, first of all, and shout out to the people that move from different places in Atlanta that respect the indigenous culture of Atlanta. Because I don't think a lot of people know about the real Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the indigenous culture that they made from slavery to right now. It's a lot of shit down there. And one of the things that I seen is very few people come from anywhere else in the South fuck with them on that thing. I always see that as a judge, because I heard that's the only reason why I interrupted the conversation, because Atlanta is judge city to me, right? And when you come from my success in down south, being based on the West Coast all these years, only has something to do with gang culture, right? I went back down, so I started going back down south with Hootie in 2006, and we hit Alabama. He hit Nashville out east. He used to be with some Pirus in the bottom and in Antioch. I think did he link up this time? Well, Hootie, he knew some people you knew or something, right?
You talking about me?
Yeah, Hootie, my man's Hootie, YG Hootie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's crazy because
shout out YG Hootie, that's my man.
That's that, man. Shit, Hootie like my little bro. When Nipsey had the show, and you can tell me what year that was, good. Got the show. What's the one in Midtown right there? A couple of blocks from what's the theater used to be in Midtown? Is it the Fox? They had a Fox down there too.
You talking about Exit In?
Nah, this is in Atlanta. When Nipsey had that big show, and Atlanta's the biggest show he ever had.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I felt like it wasn't like people was coming to the music. It's because they was infatuated with California Crip culture. You feel me? Especially at that time, he didn't really have he had mixtapes and a mixtape presence, but I felt like the emerging Crip culture in Atlanta was supporting that too. So the reason why I even brought this up is, what is the last record in the last 10 years from the South that the South has supported? Now, I know one record. I know Meek Mill's in Atlanta, and in certain clubs that cater to, as my partners used to say, up top. They used to say up top music, right? I don't see nobody from the West Coast. They do like Detroit music to an extent, so I can't say Detroit. No, Florida love music, and Atlanta's a hub now. But Atlanta is so metropolitan. They literally have New York promoters, had New York nights in Atlanta, and they had like up top nights. But I mean, they used to have act bars and all them little dirty joint spots down there. Or if I'm in Mississippi, Alabama, what the indigenous music. Is it even good for somebody to come, as you see in Alabama this weekend or whatever, is it even worth people from out of town going to southern markets unless they catch the music? As an insider in Alabama, right, looking at records, is that something that you see? Just realistically.
It's a formula. It's a formula, TK. You got to think, like, see, y'all be in places where everybody got the iPhone. Everybody doing.
No. Give me 5 records that Alabama has supported from people that's not from the South. Just 5 records.
Oh, the people that's not from the South?
Correct. I'm coming from Davenport, Iowa. I'm coming from Chicago, Illinois. I'm coming from upstate.
Oh, all right. Any Sada Baby record is on the radio out here. That get played. Sada Baby get played. Look.
Number 2.
Let me think. Anything out the Bay get played. Like if it's something like anything like on some Tell Me When to Go, like when all of that stuff. They.
I ain't gonna say 10. Give me the last 5 years. Give me a Bay record. So I know Zay Bang. I know nobody in Alabama knows Zay Bang. He one of the biggest artists in San Francisco.
No, I was talking about in the last 5 years. What's them dudes that had that The Black Panther record with Kendrick. You know what I'm talking about?
They talking about my boys, Kilo Kirk, SOBRBE.
Yeah. They had records moving in the South. They was bumping them.
And that's two.
Larry June.
Give me three.
Larry June
right now in the juke joints of Alabama.
I just was talking to somebody this morning that was trying to that was like, bro, we need to go ahead because I just found a new venue, right? That's trying to do that was like willing to do hip hop music. And I was like, they was like, man, who we need to bring? I'm like, they like, man, they asked me, they was like, man, you think you can get us Larry June?
Okay, so that's three. Give me four.
All right, let's see. Do Texas count?
Not really, because Texas, a hot Texas rapper, Big Extra Plug, Go Yayo,
all of them,
because they country, they got a southern accent, so they finna get played from Southern Market. Somebody finna give them some play if they got the record.
Anybody from Chicago come there and win. Easy. So G Herbo can come to Alabama and get off.
Okay. Because my whole thing is, guys, if in order to do it, you got to do it right. And anybody
from the Midwest, that's basically the South. So all them Ohio, what's his name, Doughboy, he come out there, get some money.
Okay.
Well, like, it's easy. You know what I mean? But
so you saying is Midwest artists.
I tell y'all somebody right now y'all ain't never heard of, right? Who is basically Usher in the South. I just seen this man make 200,000 people come to a stadium, and you ain't never heard of him. King George.
Bro, you sound crazy. So you forget one of my best friends is Shannon. You sound crazy. You know Shannon producing him, and Doc is A&R and doing admin on the record. Just so you know that.
Oh, for real?
Just so you know that. Yeah, and his little. So King George come from a whole family. The whole genre.
Yeah, I just talked to him. I didn't know he played the keys on Master P albums.
Come on now. So now you getting it right. Yes. He used to be down with Beats by the Pound and all that.
Yeah. I ain't even know because I'm like, I just got to chopping it with him.
I'll be slapping King George. I got put up on him when I went to Texas. Come on, man. All slapping King George. I'm like, bro, who is this old nigga talking crazy? I like it. So look, Trub, I've been trying, just so y'all know, I've been trying with soul music into the no white and this is just so y'all know, no white A&Rs, no A&Rs have supported this. There's a girl from Lake that's where she.
If they seen how many people, this man could go from HBCU to HBCU and get 200,000 people right now. We talking about
Listen, here's the thing though. It's I all the research. People in one show is crazy.
I show y'all. Look on my Twitter timeline. Look at the show.
Listen, Goodz. I've tried to bring it for 2 years. We tried to get an album on him, and we tried to get an album on that girl, and no major will sign it. And you know why? Because no black executive. This is the saddest shit. None of them are willing to risk their job to have it go because of the way the industry. Now,
they don't know that's moving, man. That's moving in every level. I'm talking about old folks down to high schoolers bumping dude.
Yeah, but guess what? And they have playlists. Yeah, and you got people in. Just so you, I had Doc compile all this shit so I could take it. I took it to Universal at first. And then I took it to the Elite system last year. I didn't even take it to the home system. That's good. Because they done produced like 6 records, bro. Out of Nashville, out of Shannon Studio. Just so y'all, this is the thing is though, that's a black indigenous music. Remember I just said this when I said Atlanta. I said the indigenous. So they call that what they call it, Southern Soul. See, we came up with a tag word, Southern Soul.
It's blues music. It's blues music though.
It's blues, country, listen, blues, country, and black Americana. Because if you know the book, you said Texas is because Texas plays Zydeco. And some people Louisiana that live in Texas, the #1 radio market for it is in Dallas. Then from Dallas, they play it in. And the third market, believe it or not, is in Virginia. I done did all the research, my brother. But I want to get back to rap because you got case studies on the phone. You got Swiss, he got Ice Web Vezo. You got Tommy that's from up there. You know, we got people. Now, we all in the hip hop world, whether that's street. Okay, have you heard about this dental implant provider? You got people like El Dorado, the street lyricist. How are we, and me and you have talked about this, how are we able to go like Florida A&M? I want to go to Howard. I want to go to Virginia Union. What's the college in Jackson? What's that? Goodz?
Jackson State.
Jackson, Tennessee. What's the one?
Lane College.
I want to go to Lane College, right? I want to go to.
Well, make a song like Big Boogie, because that's what he did. Big Boogie, he came out with that booty music, because that's what you got to think. This is college parties. He started coming. The first time I seen him, he was showing up to my frat parties, like the black frat parties. You feel me? Like the young boys was like, oh, but he was coming with the DJs that's out there. That's really the plug. You come out there as an independent artist with a slapping record, and you come get with them college DJs, because it's a few DJs that go from Alabama A&M, Alabama State to Tuskegee, and like they got a hot party that they doing every time. You get one of them, like it's a young boy here. His name's Zeech. He with QC, but he the DJ in Birmingham. He DJ the strip club. Like he don't like, bro. You get that man $20. Imagine you put him on, and that's what I'm saying. I'm in a market where all of this is uncontrolled. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, and that's how all of those markets is. The Memphis artists are taking off because they understand this.
So let me ask you this too. So when we just talked about Southern Soul, there was a TikTok moment last year that the girl, I cannot think of her name. I don't know if Doc and Shannon. The girl had a moment because she had a skating rink song. So the music also blows at skating rinks throughout the Midwest and down south, right? That's where it goes viral because the skating culture, right? They're young skaters and they're old skaters, right? But this is a very underground black phenomenon to sell records because of the way it's not done. So right now, if y'all go to Goodz, you got something where I can send it to you, and then you could put it in the chat so everybody can see if I send you something.
You can just put it in the chat.
What you do? Just upload it.
It say room chat. Click download with the little circle in the cloud.
Oh, word. Hold on, my brother. I want to show everybody something in real time, and I can send a link in there. Yeah.
Swish was making fun of the music. He sent that link to hell no.
No. He's the OG of that Southern Soul blues sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like the OG of that sound. Swish, that's why I fuck with Swish. You can't get nothing past Swish.
I thought you was trying to play that hell no.
No. That's he's one of the originators of that sound, and he's produced by what's his name? He produced for UGK. Big producer from Texas, from the South. He did all Scarface and UGK stuff.
You talking about dude that be with Travis Scott?
Yeah,
Mike
Mike Scott started with him and his son.
What's his name? Mike something.
Oh no, you're not talking about Mike Dean. No, not Mike Dean. I know you're not talking about Mike Dean. He's on a whole nother one. Yeah, he took the music and went to Mike Dean. Travis did. I forgot what his name is, but I was just adding context to what TK was saying. We got Rufus saying right now, and we got my man David McGriffin. So this is one of the top black attorneys. What's going on, fellas?
Welcome to the room, Dave.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Cause I'm trying to do.
What you got, TK?
I want to show y'all a chart right now in real time. This is very important because I have a theory in real time. I'm gonna send it to you right now, and then you upload it. But this is David is one of the top attorneys. He and I are doing business in the game. He's behind a lot of. He's in a position to work with record labels and distributors. He's a manager of independent as well as major artists, and just an overall hustler. Everybody on this phone is going to need a lawyer at one time. I think the context in which you deal with a lawyer, I pretty much move all my deals myself, and I have people like him. I work with a team of different lawyers that are smart enough. He's just really hungry. I don't meet, like even now, him doing this, listening, and you don't meet, most lawyers are not going to do that, especially the bigger lawyers. They're not hungry for the culture. They don't have a hunger to learn and do. It's just a financial thing. Even if they love the music culture, they're not hungry. Anybody that's on here right now that's working, like whether it's having tours or breaking records, he's one of the few that'll do it. So I did want to just give him while he's on here.
Yeah, I appreciate that, TK. Yeah, I've been in the game for almost 25 years, but I'm still hungry.
Hey, word. What's your? You know what I mean? We live on YouTube too, so man, you make sure you know what I mean. Tell people how they can follow you and all of that. What before you kind of give us your spiel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit. I'm on Instagram at DMAC_Esquire. DMAC_ESQUIRE. And I represent a mix of artists, distribution companies, and labels. And what that does is it provides me the opportunity to see way more deals than strictly an artist lawyer would see. So I'm negotiating deals on behalf of my artists consistently, but I'm also sending out deals and negotiating artist distribution deals probably 5 to 10 a week. So I have a very good sense of the marketplace. So it helps me analyze deals on behalf of artists and let them know what's really what. Because not only do I advocate on behalf of artists, I know exactly what they're up against because I'm also in the meetings with the distributors and labels when they're making their decisions. So it gives me a unique aspect, unique approach on practicing music law, especially in today's landscape when everything is so volatile. This year we all know of the volatility with artists being dropped and executives being let go, and the unique opportunity provides artists, independent artists, to win in this climate. And so I really think that I'm poised to effectively lead or help independent artists maintain their footing and grab a new footing in the marketplace without relying solely on record labels.
Oh, that's fire, man. I got a question. How did you get into this?
So I just told TK the story. When I was signed, I was a rapper first in high school. I was signed to an independent label in LA. The person who signed me went back on tour with his band, and we really didn't go any further with the music. But what he did is, I've always had love for the culture, always had love for the music, and so I started managing artists before law school. And once I went to law school and graduated from law school, I started just focusing on the practice of law, anything I can get my hands on, but trying to get focus on entertainment as much as I could. It was difficult coming straight out of law school, but eventually, just through consistency and just taking every opportunity available to me, I was able to build a little practice, a little roster, and I just went from there. And then recently, I've been getting back to the management because helping break new artists has always been my first love.
Word.
Yeah, that's peace. So I just got like 2 more questions for you, man.
Sure.
Would you happen to have worked with any artists that we might know of?
I've worked with Bass Swag, who who had a hot record over the summer, Fisher, out of New York. Represented 03 Greedo when he first did his deal with Alamo. And then a lot of LA artists that you may not be familiar with. X4, ASM Bobster, Heem Beezy, Rowdy Rax, G Money, DT, famous.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's all the ones on the come up right there.
Yeah. And then my last question would be, in your experience just getting independent artist deals, what was like one of the best deals you got for like a for somebody in the indie? And what did their numbers and everything look like for that deal?
Yeah, so the best deal was Bass Wax deal because Fisher was going crazy. And I don't want to give numbers, but it was a nice it was a really nice advance, particularly since we maintained ownership of the Masters. That was key to me, key to the rest of the team as well, is maintaining ownership of the Masters, and we were able to get like I said, I don't want to put a number on it, but there's a nice number. Numbers that are usually reserved for someone signing to a label. I'll put it that way.
I guess when I said numbers, I meant like what did they streaming look like for them to get the certain deal that they got?
His monthly list was on Spotify at the time, but like it was around 2 million, I think. Maybe a little less than 2 million. I don't recall his overall numbers. It's just those are the ones that I recall off the top of my head. Yeah, he had good weekly streams. You know, at least 1 million overall.
Okay, so well, I guess have you ever got somebody a deal who didn't have 2 million streams a week?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten deals. I got people deals at all different levels, right? From just like a $15,000 advance with 10 or 15,000 marketing, right? And those are folks with barely any streams, but they're making an impact on the culture. They're making an impact in the clubs, impact on the streets. It may not translate to streams yet, but you can make the argument that that's coming. Because sometimes streams they lag reality, right? They lag the impact. So, like even someone who's popping on TikTok, it'll go crazy on TikTok before the streams catch up. So those kind of deals, I've done several of those deals just in the last couple of months, and it's based on part of it is the culture, part of it is just I'm vouching for the artists because I've had other artists that I brought to people early that did take off, and so it's a little credibility factor there. But yeah.
Right, so you bring an interesting.
That's beautiful, man.
You bring an interesting point in the game. Like really though, the lawyers is the ones that's kind of securing them deals like that.
Yeah.
Or they can kind of. That's the major networking tool. I got a couple questions for you though.
Good that y'all get to hear this in real time. So Swish is one of the smartest people in the game. Like I said, you could say something like King George, and he was like, "You'll never heard of it." It's my job, it's Swish's job, and it's David's job. So if anything, if you become a multi-platinum rapper, I feel like you sitting on yourself, not what's going on. I'm gonna tell y'all this thing right now. If you want to see where Coach is gonna be in 6 months, it's this cat named 454. It's like what ASAP was. It's like what Shoreline was. It's the first Florida culture dude. His name is 454. Just Google it. 454. He's gonna be. It's a black dude. He skates. He raps. He sings. He DJs. It's just white kids and black kids finna eat it up. It's black alternative, but he's in the streets. It's very much an alternative
for black kids. 454. So I make this my job to do this. And with that being said, I'm just asking a question about what's going on. Did you get what I said?
Yeah, I got it. I can't upload it though. It's a picture.
The number one record on TikTok is through one of our business partners. Matt Llewellyn and John Mack. John Mack got the number one record on TikTok. It's got over 1 billion streams on TikTok. And 1 billion streams, just for y'all to know, ain't even $40,000. Just for y'all to know that. I got 1 billion streams on TikTok. I need to support this record. How much capital could I get right now? TK, my manager, he know everything, know everybody. He want to hire a private marketing company now to take this and double my streams into 2 billion. How much y'all gonna give me? They would only give us about 35,000. Right. So the only way to keep working is to have a group of business people. It can't be one person. It's not gonna be no singular. Like how Gotti and them got off CMG. CMG is not really CMG because CMG, that record it was acquired, right? Glorilla was acquired, right? So Hitmaker blew that up at first with the boy Hit Kid that moved to Nashville and did that record with Glorilla. And then he did that through Big Machine. And then Tony and them then allowed Gotti to come in and they retain ownership. So what I'm telling you is behind the scenes, it's always every record that I know about or anything that I know about in almost the 10 years we've been on, 7 years, it'd be 8. It's 7 years this month that we've been on. So in this 7 years, at the end of this month, everything that has happened has been a switch off. Adrian Swish gave me and Picasso. We were smart enough to say 7 years ago, Swish, who you do your distribution with. Now remember, Swish is Kid Ink. He went platinum with Kid Ink and all of that shit.
Dang, I didn't even know that Swish. Dang.
What?
I thought he just had Vezo. I didn't know he had Kid Ink. Kid Ink was everywhere.
What are you talking about? This man is chilling. Listen, man, playmakers, black dudes that's not in front of the camera trying to dance and do all this stupid shit. Real motherfuckers back here. You're not gonna get the attention, but you will get the playmaking done. And with that being said, and why I wanted all y'all to see this, if you have the number one record by yourself on TikTok, the number one record in the world, this is in the world right now. Bro, it might be somebody at McDonald's making more than you annually, right? Because they work for a corporation. Their productivity is based on how many burgers you slang, how many people buy salty French fries. We can't commodify 1 billion streams into more than $40,000. That's a setup. And I haven't heard one person that's a manager or artist say, how can I do something direct with TikTok? Fuck my label. Who's that? Who's doing that? So I got one of the hottest artists at Empire. We just got his TikTok up last week. So I'm trying to figure out what the incentive is for other people because they're not really incentivized unless the record is moving. And even with the record moving, if you're ready to go to a distribution company or a record label, they don't know anything to do outside of what their job definition is. So you need to create coalitions of managers, lawyers, digital people. Digital people with the right people are the most important, not digital people themselves. And Swiss, you know that. You done had all them people over the years. It's digital people with the correct strategy to work whoever you got your record with. So I had the opportunity for the little homie that's got the record now to help with strategy on that. That's not my record by any means, but that's one of our partners, and I've been able to be very insightful on strategy. Just strategy. It's TK adding strategy offline for online things. The online shit is 100% them. Because this is the first record that I've had the opportunity to witness. And I was behind the scenes on YG Marley too. If y'all know that record, Lauryn Hill, son. Yeah, so I got to do that. And that was from December to February. That was with Hitmaker. So I've been dealing with Hitmaker now for about 9 months. Once again, behind the scenes. Once again, it's not about, because I don't have that. When I get a West Coast record that does like a YG Marley or like John Mack, you're going to know it's going to be everywhere. So you can't fake those type of records. You can fake the funk with an influencer. And that's what's been happening. You can fake the funk with your favorite NFL player. You can fake the funk with whoever it is. But ultimately, one thing that the streets have in gangster rap or street rap or drill, whatever you want to have it, it's sad, but our culture, the culture of Black and brown people in America, they want to know who got killed. They want to know who's hard in the streets. They will literally be in offices doing corporate work listening to this shit on their phones and looking at it. They'll be on the streets. The whole thing, our music to Black and brown people is really our lives. So when it's online, it's nobody's life, G. They're just doing it. So there has to be a connection between the streets and that. And seeing this record, where I wanted y'all all to see, because I got to see where the people that put the record out really don't know what the fuck they're doing. At some point, they don't know what to do. And the manager has more power with the digital team that he's hired on the side than the actual record label. I'm seeing all of the moves being done by that. So for y'all as unsigned artists trying to get into the game, your manager or somebody who understands digital strategy, not as a marketer, but they understand digital strategy to get streams or to get a bigger distribution deal or to keep that money going, because these records only have a life of 30 to 60 days. Even though you're getting billions of views and you're doing that, most of y'all never even heard of John Mack. You feel me? So it's like, what does that, I don't even understand what that means, where you could be a street rapper who just has, you from Chicago. So you could be, do y'all know who Lil Jeff and X50 are?
I know Lil Jeff. I heard of him.
Oh yeah, y'all should check them. Is Lil Bibby artists. Scrooly G from Gary, Indiana, and Q50 from Gary and out south. You should check them out. They doing millions a day right now. They not even big on TikTok. They doing millions of actual streams. YouTube, Apple Music, they doing all they killing Apple Music and YouTube, which is the urban path. They haven't went viral yet. I feel like they are the Chicago version of the EBK dudes. They just talking this crazy shit. They having shootouts in broad daylight. Motherfuckers is getting killed all the time. And Chicago is just tuned into them. And now Drill, Trap Lord Ross, all these people are tuned into them. Right? So I met Trap Lord Ross Saturday. That's the dude that did the King Von document. Everything you want to do that got something to do with rap, we got our hands on it. But we don't have right now is a moment that's going to take and propel the music into the mainstream. And Swish and David, I feel like with the artists, with what you and the good little brother Ocho doing, Swish has G5, Matt has John Mack. I feel that there's an opportunity to build on them. I feel like that California dance sound is perfect for TikTok. But I feel like the labels themselves have no sense of continuity. After that 6-week run, they like, yo, David, Switch, TK, I don't know what to do with it. They really don't know what to do with it, right? And that's why you got to do the remix. It's not just going, I'm finna put YG on here. I'm finna put Sweetie on here. Now I'm finna put Switch artists on here. Y'all finna put David artists on here. And then they finna go around and they finna do this 7-city tour on the West. And then we finna get them with UTA. And then they finna go through the Midwest with Lil Tyler and Baby Tron. And they finna do it. It all has to do is calculated for youth music, because you're not gonna get that from your booking agent. You're not gonna get that from your record label. It has to be us. You know what I mean? Has to be us. So I just wanted to add what's going on in real time today. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to tell y'all nothing. It's a crazy time. And we actually, it's up to us to come together. We can literally, I see a pathway that's It's billions of dollars, right? It's the first team that organizes the repetition of it. If they just come through and say, all we need is 20 records. If you came through with 20 records back to back from December of this year until April of next year, because of the world we live in, you're gonna like the biggest record label that ever existed. And it's only 20 fucking records. You feel me?
Is that 20 records with a budget behind it?
I mean, I don't know how anything else could work like that. I feel like if you was an 8-year-old kid, like, you feel me?
I'm just saying, just being specific.
Say it one more time.
I said just being specific. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna be specific on the records that I see viral from California. They're geared towards their young people. They're people under 25, and they're making these records that teenagers and young kids like, right? I don't see the music that I do see that goes viral on that chart. Milli Vanilli's on that chart. A classical record is on that chart. Are you looking at that?
Yeah.
The Milli Vanilli record is going viral because of the Menendez movie. Right? They got 2 songs on the charts right now, 35 years after them shits came out. You feel me? Once again, it wasn't like the dude that put the movie out did that. TikTok got a hold of it. Right?
All right.
And they got, once again, his lifestyle. He made the movie for them people. And the people saw it, and they got stimulated by the motherfucking movie, and they started putting up clips from the movie with the Milli Vanilli. And then anybody that's on TikTok, they look at this shit on their homepage and they go off of it. So we don't have the ability to spend millions of dollars on that, right? But what you do have with your music, and I keep telling people this, who is your fan base? Why is John Mack able to do that? Why is these California? Why do these records keep coming from LA like that? Why do they keep going viral but nothing happens to them? And I feel like it's because there's millions of people out here. Like California, to me, when it's dance music, it's internet rap. When it's dance music, you know, it could be any. That's a part of Kendrick blowing up, whether people want to admit that or not. If he didn't have that Mustard song, and them niggas wasn't crip walking and blood walking and doing that type of shit, that record wouldn't have went like that. He wasn't the one on the Alchemist beat. You feel me? It was because you could commodify that into like videos, and you could do that. And they use the best media. You know Dave Free. Come on, good. You know Dave Free's a genius. They use some of the best marketing people in the world on that record, G. You feel me?
Obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, what right now, you got 2 people on the phone. Like, my thing is to connect these records. You know, that's what I've been on all week as I watched this record. When YG Marley came up, I don't know nobody that does reggae. I don't know. I literally don't know any person outside of people that I know that does. I don't have any. It's not like I'm like, yo, this is my man from Jamaica. Artist that I'm working with Shorty manager in the Bahamas. But it's not translated. He's in Atlanta right now, but it's not translated. He down there with Skillabang and all that. But it's just not translating. I'm forced to look at pop records. I'm forced to look at K-pop records. I'm forced to look at R&B records. I'm forced to I look at case studies with what's the Swiss David? What's the dude that Snoop got? The Adrian Miller got. He got the #1 urban AC record. He sound like Marvin Gaye.
October or August, his name.
October London. Yeah, he got the #1 AC record, and you know he like the kid that we got, Angel. He plays every record. He does all that, but he sounds like he like 50 years old. He gonna win with the urban AC, but he's not winning with kids. He's gonna win with urban AC. Music, TikTok is as far as black music, it's accelerated by the type of music. I do street. I represent artists from the street. So that type of music, I feel, to me, is the lifeblood of the music industry. It's just getting the people to understand like the records that's blowing up in Cali, they not murder records. When I tell you about the records in Chicago or what's going on in not even Florida, but Chicago, Philadelphia, Memphis, them is all murder records. Them is all records about murder. And people are following them records because they want to see who died on the news, and he just said he shot him. That's why it's the shock value. They listening to it. But when you listen to these records that's going viral out here in California, they're actually dance records. So that's why I say it's a matter of the people behind all us getting together. I don't care about no distributor. I don't care about no record. It's enough on the master side for everybody to eat. It's not really about one company unless they invest into that. If it's 20 records, they helping us put out 10 of them. Outside of that, it ain't gonna be no one singular company. It has to be, we have to think like how the Rough Riders start. How anybody that was smart enough to have multiple distribution and multiple partners. And you know that, David, and you know that, Swish. I mean, I was able to wiggle through my situation because I had Picasso, and I'm able to put something in my name. He's able to put something in his name. We was able to rock and roll like that. But once you get that key man clause, they want y'all over here. They want to sit your ass down. So you have to be able to change the thing. You have to be able to change the way we doing business, and it's not gonna be one person. It's like I gotta trust Swish enough to say, Swish, this is in your name. Bust me down my 20. I need my 20% of that record. It's gotta come in your name though. Bust me down. You feel me? Yeah. And our people that we work with that are at the top positions, they're able to make these type of player moves, and it's just time for us to do it. But I want to do it in real time. We really have an opportunity right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? To do it. So I just had to speak on that because I'm super excited, bro. I've been talking, and I had a great meeting. I was telling Swiss for out this whole afternoon, whether it's TV, film, and music. And we taking the artist on the road with Greedo, and her manager has been responsible for Sweetie, for one of Cardi B's biggest records, for Lotto's first big hit. He got another record on Lotto right now. He is behind Bankroll. Just bar after bar, and we just figuring out like what we can do. And everybody, I'm telling them, I'm like, yo, this California dance, what can I do? I know all the players. It's not like I know the guys. What can we do? Like, what is it? So, and I'm like, here's the record right here. And it's not that guy. It's not that. It's like 310 Baby was indicative of something, but I feel like it's bigger than that. Like, it couldn't have, when you look at something like a Death Row, it just wasn't Drake. It just wasn't Snoop. They had an ecosystem. They had it was so many producers that people don't know. So many writers like Jay Flex and other people that they don't know all these songs that they wrote for Dr. Dre, or they added on this hook, or David Ruffin Jr., him coming up with Jenny Juice, the hook. It's not just one thing. And right now, with the collaborative thing used to be so much creative, I think the future is being able to do that business-wise too. Where it's like, yo, Swish, you got your man? Let's pay your man $5,000. David, you got your man? Let's pay your man $5,000. Shit, as long as the numbers, we can keep running it. The numbers ain't there, I'm finna get rid of them. But outside of that, we have to think like that. And that's a new way of thinking. For a lot of people, it's scary. But I'm telling you, if we don't think like that, it's going to be a long road.
Yeah. You got the plan to the money, TK. As usual. Man, moving on in the topic, man, I want to ask y'all tonight, anybody got to see that plan Kamala Harris dropped for black men? Oh, everybody quiet. Y'all ain't see that plan, huh?
You got it. But Vezo got to ask her a question today, and it'll come out. It's coming out soon. Yeah.
I got Rufus on the black voters. It's a Democrat. So first of all, I'm glad you said that, Swiss. So Rufus, you can take the floor. Rufus is he's doing it in real time in Chicago. It's a Milwaukee based Democratic initiative, Black Voters Matter. So a lot of people initially I've been contacted by Donald Trump's campaign for the peso to be on Fabio Foreign and who was on that song? Fabio Foreign, Kodak Black, and somebody else. they had reached out to us for that. And I'm older. I come from a demographic where everything was pretty much democratic, and I'm apolitical. I just can't have nobody like Trump. I'm not with that. Like, I understand what everybody's saying. I'm not political in any thing, but I don't believe in the lesser of two evils. I'm not with her either. Me personally, if I feel like I have to empower. If I have an artist, like I said, I had an artist that wanted to do something with the Republican Party. We said it's on your part. It's on your part to make sure that you talk about issues to your people, and why your people can understand why you're doing this. Fuck of the moment. You're gonna record something, and I have it. It hasn't come out, but we're gonna put it out as a remix. And when you hear it, just what I'm telling y'all, you'll hear on the remix. You'll be like, oh yeah, that was it. So to add to your thing, Switch, I know Donald Trump came to Detroit, what was that, 2-3 months ago? Yeah, Sada Baby. Was Bezo there? No, Peasy.
Yeah, Peasy and Bezo was there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the picture went viral. But, he was just trying to gain perspective from all the candidates. He met with RFK. He brought RFK to 6 Mile. Also.
Oh, man. Fuck with Bezo, man.
And then, the interview will come out in a few hours, but, he got a chance to chop it up with Kamala.
That's dope. What is the plan? Explain the plan, Goodz. What's the plan?
Well, she just put some different things out that she was saying that she wanted to do for black men. I just wanted to see what everybody kind of thought about it.
You just gonna throw it out there and not say, well, what did she say? You don't remember?
No, I'm about to pull it up right now. Hold on, 1 second. I'm trying to get specific. Exactly what. Okay, so yeah, it says opportunity agenda for black men. Let's see. She was talking about. I mean, obviously, she's trying to energize her voice for her. So she already said, she supports legalizing marijuana. You feel me? She wanted to ensure that black men have opportunities to participate as a national cannabis industry takes shape. Better regulating for cryptocurrency to protect black men and others who invest in digital assets. Forgivable business loans for black entrepreneurs. Creating more apprenticeships and studying sickle cell and other diseases that disproportionately affect African American men. Those are just like some of the things that have been public in the plan. But
All cap.
I'm saying, why y'all saying boo? Talk to me.
I didn't say boo. I said all cap. A plan for black men is black men. However, I do appreciate some of the efforts. You said something about apprenticeships, something about sickle cell, but those is not the things that's affecting black men in like these communities every day. Like, I don't think she really understands what we go through. Now, I didn't hear nothing about the systematic oppression. I ain't hear nothing about mass incarceration. I ain't hear it's like just the start. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear her say nothing about that. You feel me? Because black men getting railroaded like in large numbers every day. You know what I'm saying? They overfilled with jails. You know what I'm saying? I know people in jail right now, you know what I'm saying, who going through all type of shit. And the good people, they don't even need to, they really don't even belong there. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like she didn't say nothing to really help black men. You talking about crypto and all of this, like I hear you, but
she talking about. She said 1 million fully forgivable loans of up to $20,000 to black entrepreneurs.
all cap. I gotta see it. When she gonna do that through the SBA?
Probably. She stole that from
steal that money, man.
You know what I mean? She stole that. She said she also has a national health equity initiative that will aim to address sickle cell disease, diabetes, mental health, prostate cancer, and other health conditions that impact black men.
Nah, that was useful. That's useful. But anything else, man, you don't understand black man struggle. Let me ask you this, man. Where are you reading that from? Where is that article from?
That's from what is it called? The AP, Associated Press News.
Right. Is it national?
Yeah.
Has she spoken that in each city that she goes into? That's just a promo, bro. That's a promo, just as you said, to get black men to vote for. That's always the tactic of each party. That ain't nothing brand new. She get in the office, ain't none of that shit gonna be brought up or thought about. If it does, it's gonna be put in the hands of somebody else that's under her. And what doesn't happen, chair people are not getting ready to focus on us like that, bro. All of a sudden, with some woman that's supposed to be black that's in office, it's not gonna happen like that. Just how Obama came in there, he didn't talk about shit about doing for no black folks. The reason why is because he sat in there to do a job for his side of the party, period. And that's all that she's going to do. She's going to move like a robot. Whatever people put in her hands and feel like it's going to work, that's what she's going to go with. So that's the whole thing with the idea of putting her in office. She might be cute to fuck, but at the end of the day, she's not a leader, period. She doesn't have that. That's not what nobody talks about when it comes to her. She's not a leader. She's not even been a leader in her political realm. Yeah, she's held jobs where she had to oversee, but even at those jobs, she was never good at. So it's just to understand what that's about. That's just a promo. That's for us to be talking about it as we are right now. That's all that shit is. That's nothing.
I mean, they got on the Kamala Harris website, they got a full PDF on her entire plan. You know what I'm saying?
I was raised by a politician, bro, and my mama is a Democrat. That's all that is. So I've been around that as a kid growing up, bro. I understand what that is. I mean, what he read off, she's not getting ready to be in office and be talking about that, bro. That's not what our focus is. And like I said, it's not even about her focus. It's about the focus of the people that's walking her through a presidency if she is to make it.
Yeah, man. One thing we gotta regulate, and this is going into our second topic of today, is child support in America, man. We can't. I think that the child support system is another way of slavery to the black man, the Hispanic man, the white man, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing she didn't talk about: child support.
You know, but in next news, I'm reading DJ Mustard, man. He settled his divorce with his ex-wife, man. He said he got to pay $24,500 a month, and she got to pay out one-time payout of $315,000. Y'all think he got out? He got out fair, or he got waxed?
Anytime you got to pay somebody, you getting extorted, you lost.
California, you got to pay the most in child support in California, right?
Not that I'm not sure of. However, yeah, it's California and New York first up. California and New York, they community states, so they gonna rip you. The best place to have a baby mom's any of them rappers and entertainers and sports people to live in Georgia. Georgia is they are the great equalizer in child support. You feel me? Bro said pick wisely. Yeah, well, I got my seed. How about that? That's what I feel. If you regardless of what it is, fight for yours. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Fight for yours. It's gonna for your child, and the court will be against you, and will be on the mother's side. These are actual facts. But if you're not with the mother of your child, then you need to be taking yourself to court, and you need to get that set up on income and based on quality of life. And if you are separated from the mother of your child, you guys aren't in a household, then you should provide proper education. You should provide health care and all that shit. I don't even think a lot of men even properly understand what it is to be a father in the sense of provide more than food, clothing, and shelter. That's basic. That's very basic shit. That's like getting up in the morning and taking a pee. That's very basic. So food, clothing, and shelter is the basic of it. You don't get a pat on the back for providing that for your children, male or female. That's just basic. That's basic shit. Now, the quality and standard of life that you're able to provide for your children should be based on the advancement of your children. How can you do that without proper education? How can you do that without living in a, man, you got, where y'all living at? How are you able to get back and forth there? What kind of extracurricular activities? What are you doing to promote the mind of these children to move forward and past that? So, I don't know. Hopefully Mustard got things in his way and he can wiggle around it. But I know if Kevin Hart got a divorce, but I know anybody that gets a divorce in California, they finna whoop your feet. In New York State, you getting whooped. Period.
Yeah, man, that's a sad situation, man. That's what I want to see some of our politicians talk about. Let's get that fair across the nation. You know what I mean? I know some good men that's been knocked out by child support. You know what I'm saying? You know. And next time, go ahead.
Not to interrupt, but at the same time, niggas do gotta take care of their babies though.
Nah, for sure, for sure. That's
like if you got to negotiate. I call it negotiating with terrorists. I got 3 baby mamas. I've never been on child support. I negotiate with terrorists though, and I do make sure I kick in. That's mandatory. So I have my say so. When daddy come around, daddy is daddy, and get the respect that the father's supposed to get because you're not in your business as a man. You feel?
for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. And in the next topic, man, I don't know if y'all seen this viral clip on YouTube, man. Chicago rapper Rooga, man, on No Jumper, man. He went up there and he pressed his issue. You know, he was a little aggressive to Adam, but man, shoot, in his mind, he felt like Adam is the source of a lot of the Chicago current problems, and you know what I mean, things going on. And he pressed his issue about it. You know what I mean? In return, he got kicked off the show. Now, uh, do I think he should have been up there threatening Adam and stuff like that? Nah, he shouldn't have been doing all that. You know what I mean? Like, the man ain't want to be up there looking not feeling safe. You know what I mean? But I do say that, like, some got to be talked about. I don't think that that's the last of those type of situations going up in No Jumper. You know what I mean? Some people with some consciousness is starting to waking up and see, you know what I mean? Like, like I said, man, I was a fan of No Jumper, but like, anybody else see that situation? What y'all think about that?
I think dude made an ass of himself. I didn't see Adam as to be scared, and he talked dog to him without cussing him out and raising his voice. That's what I heard. He just told him straight up. And then as far as the show going down because of that, hell no. That nigga don't hold that kind of power. He's not that nigga like that. And I thought it was funny as fuck when he says, man, sue you for what? I got more money than you. I mean, I was dying when he said that to him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He's like, sue you for what? He was killing him without tripping. Dude was making all them threats, but that was the whole thing. Adam came to a point of telling him to do it. What are you talking about? He's like, oh, so your people can do what they do? He says, that's what they paid for. What are you talking about? I ain't never told you I was a boxer. He's telling him straight up. Well, if you hit him, he's going to react. What that reaction is, if it's just grab his goddamn face and his people run in there and straighten the dude, that's what would have happened. But that's all. That's what I saw Adam do. I'm not taking up for him, but I'm just being straight up for when I saw it. I was like, damn. I didn't see no fear factor about that shit. Dude was just talk. He looked like a goofy at the end of the day. He did all that big talking and he didn't do nothing. That was goofy.
We still got my boy Rufus in the building, man. We need Chicago to tap in on this topic. Rufus, what you got to say? You from the Shy. Talk to me.
Man, I only probably be up there talking to Adam. To me, he just
That was his way of trying to go viral.
For real, you feel like it was clout?
He probably meant it. Rooga ain't even known for that type of shit up there. Like, Rooga is associated with us. He a part of, but, the drill shit can transition to a point. It's pretty knowing.
Thea, mute real quick, Thea.
He probably had those type of feelings, but, I feel like Rooga just came up at the station. I don't think he felt like he was going to get far. But he got security up there. He really just went up there. He knew what should go happen. He went up there to say whatever he was supposed to.
Right, he just went up there to just get it off his chest.
Yeah, because, that nigga do exploit a lot of shit in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I remember when No Jumper, it used to be other artists. Now it's like he's the all Chicago artist and shit, but.
Yeah. I mean, how you feel about what you feel about the platform, and then at one point they promoting the different beat. What as a Chicago native, what you feel about all of these sites? We was talking about Trap Lord Ross. What you feel about him? What's
I don't even know who that is, bro. For real, I don't pay attention to a lot of that shit. Because it's I don't got the capacity to be watching all these interviews and all these interview points. I used to be like them little niggas. But at the same time, I'm more mature. I'm on some other shit. I kind of be in my world. I don't really got no, but I understand that world. I come from. I always got an opinion. But I'm on. I don't know this crap. I don't, I know how to whatever academics, whatever. But I don't really watch none of that shit. To be honest with
you? You feel like that? You feel like all of that's had a negative impact on your community?
Nope, that shit gonna happen anyway. Yeah.
For sure. You said they just covering some shit that they seen.
It's just fucked up to the white boy want to get paid off of, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, shit, he ain't making no more shit happen. This shit gonna happen. But you out here, this shit happening.
No, for sure.
One of my little homies just got killed. That nigga been gone for 10 years. Nigga ain't been back a year. He was first last week. This shit happening. Especially if you call yourself move and do the streets or something. This shit happen. You gotta be real on your shit. Or a lot of the shorties don't get no fucking they ain't been through shit. Because they ain't did 30, 20, 30 years. They ain't, of course, everybody losing people, but niggas none of that.
Yeah, man. It's a weird space in society right now, man.
We love, society love that shit like store bought. But you got all these food fairs and some other places, setting up the platforms and letting these niggas come to the store. Truthfully. They just capitalize on the shit. They ain't perpetuating nothing.
Word, man. Yeah, man. And dang, it's a sad situation too, man, because it's man, how many countless lives getting lost and dollars going in somebody else's pocket that ain't going back into them communities. You know what I mean?
But Goodz, we gotta take self accountability, and you gotta do yourself. I can't be listening to that. You sound like somebody's grandmother. I can't be listening to all that shit, G. And I'm gonna tell you why. What y'all doing with y'all kids? Real spill. See, that's where it started. So our children have to go to school with these savages, just like I did, right? Just like you did, right? And you act like people been killing each other since the beginning of time. Every generation since we got over here been busting heads. And when we was over where we was at, we was busting heads, right? So the accountability to me is the numbers outnumber us. The population, the majority population. And you go to a place, right? Their mindset is still ate up by Western civilization. You think in Nigeria, they get a lot of people, you think barbecue is the leader. Haiti. Barbecue. That's his name. Barbecue. That's Haiti, right? What is the foreign instigation to that with the U.S. government? With him being the thing, it has nothing to do with him. So for me, bro, how did Chicago? How was the president of the United States? He was from the Chicago area, right? As far as his political career, and the crime only got worse. Like LA, we not even a top crime city anymore because the crazy shit about us is our black population is getting smaller and smaller, right? When you look at in Swiss, you know this. Davis, you know this. El Dorado, you know this as being a Mexican American person. The new rap phenomenons or the new people that's coming, I got a hit today on a Mexican crib. That's where they hit me from '90s. If you know him, you know him. That's the demographic of America is changing. So for me, Goodz, what does it come down to? How many people on this phone call did something for themselves today that didn't have something to do with a corporation to where they got the money? The Adam is not a corporation. I know this for a fact. I don't want to put my people are doing that because they looking for the platform. When academics might have higher ratings. Joe Budden has higher ratings. Why are we expecting media platforms to have discretion in what they do? Do you do that in the news? To me, CBS, NBC, Fox, they're terrible depictions of people. Period. So for me, I'm just not. I can't go for it. I'm not going. I just feel like we need to. And I love you. And this is why we have
I mean, I gotta disagree, bro. The imagery and some of that shit, like, you feel me? Like, some of the things that's made cool, like, yo, at the end of the day, a lot of these people is robots. You know what I mean? What TV and YouTube is paid programming. You know what I mean? So if that's what's put out to the masses and that's what's constant, you just told me earlier in the conversation, right? That like what the labels, they sitting there and they like, yo, who got shot? Who got all of this and that? You don't think that's sick? That's sick. Like, you feel me? That's genocide. Like, I'm not about to say on this chat and act like that ain't genocide, bro. That's genocide. That's systematic racism still at its peak. Man, Chicago wasn't killing. I used to stay in the Greens in the South Towers. You feel me? My grandmother stay on 100th and Vincennes right now. You feel me?
You ain't let me finish. This shit, bro, first and foremost, if you a nigga that's been in the streets, like I've been in the streets, you can see the whole progression of this shit. It's been a lack of fathers, a lack of leaders, there's a lack of a lot of shit. Once the shit popped, it popped. Then it started over.
Yeah, but you don't feel like that's been a systematical plan operation to destroy shit. Like you gotta think bigger than self accountability, because like, yo, bro, these people ain't got no opportunity. Huh? Say it again.
Came from Chicago.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't have mattered, man.
Signed by Interscope.
Yeah, bro, this shit. And made famous by shooting at the Chicago Police Department. That's what made him famous. Representation of the change of the generation. Mission was really happening.
True.
He was the first version. I think both of you are right.
Yeah, I ain't disagreeing with bro. You feel me? I'm just saying, like,
they went from trap to drill.
I'm just saying, like, yo, let's keep it 1,000 though, right? Like, that shit was perpetuated to the front. Feel me? Like, that shit was put in the discovery page of YouTube and Instagram and all of that shit. You feel me? Like you don't see, we don't see no shit that can uplift kids getting put on no discovery page on YouTube and Instagram and shit like that. Like, yo, let's not forget about shit, nigga. NBA YoungBoy is the most streamed artist on YouTube. Do you think that shit real? No. Shit ain't real. That's programming. That shit getting forced to the front, bro. And then what the kids do is shit. These niggas dumber than a bucket of rocks. So like, yo, whatever you put to them and you say it to them a million times, or what? How many times it is for you to say something 30? You say something 30 times, it's embedded in your brain. I learned that becoming the cues. You feel me? So imagine you get on a radio streaming a song, right? And it's talking about sliding. Like, bro, you getting mentally incapacitated to go do that. Like, regardless of what y'all say. But then, so if I put that on the media site, yo, bro, if I put out there right now, if you get on Facebook right now, let's talk about ads, right? Yo, we got Swish in here, right? Yo, so
do you think that older niggas have an influence on neighborhoods? Because I know all the 40-year-old niggas that still killing niggas, that still getting money, and they listen to young nigga shit. What about the old niggas who ain't even as influenced towards the young niggas? But this is what they want to hear, because this is what they into. What about that version of niggas?
I mean, shit, that's
I'm with you on everything you saying. I'm just saying. I know plenty. I know like
that's the minority. That ain't the majority, though. You know what I mean? It's bad seeds in every city, but what I'm talking about is when that became the culture, the mainstream culture.
I'm just talking about the streets, though. I'm talking about the streets, and the streets perpetuate a lot of shit, but I'm talking about what the streets want to see and hear. As a whole, that ain't even what my biggest. This is what my biggest fan base used to be. Not current, because the shit I'm talking about ain't the shit that's resonating on that level. But I know 40, 45-year-old niggas. That's what they want to hear. To them, I sound like a Kendrick or something.
No, for sure, it's a real thing, and in order to be a tastemaker, no matter what age you are, you got to keep your ear to the streets, right? Like, if you claim to be a music purist, no, I definitely resonate with what you're saying, Rufus. Shit, I'm 45, and, I used to listen to a lot of, like, turned-up music, but I'd say in the last 2 years, I've kind of, like, just tuned it out outside of just normal discovery, looking for artists or of my own clients or just, people that I already like. But as far as new stuff, I haven't been as in tune with the younger stuff because I'd say it's less directed and it's extra violent with not much substance,
Yeah, but I do tap in. And I'm in Chicago. I'm funky. I can hear about some shit that I hear about, but I ain't so tapped in like I used to because that ain't, I'm just different. I ain't saying that.
Yeah, it's just crazy how y'all shift the music changed. Like, yo, Chicago gave us some of the best music of this generation. You know what I mean? Like, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Kanye, Common.
But I ain't gonna lie, them niggas is the least out here. Like, you ain't no bunch of comments and Kanye walking around.
I mean, shit, y'all had Chance the Rapper. Y'all got.
But once again, in the world I come from, we was steady getting versions of rappers that wasn't what I was seeing on the regular. Now, the type of shit that I was seeing on the regular, that's the shit that's out there.
What about Lucky X?
These are conversations we used to have all the time, though. I'm just saying, I wasn't seeing them type of hipster ass niggas. Lucky X got his little gangster hipster shit going on now, but he came out on some. Andrew Bible was his manager.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of representations of Chicago coming out that wasn't the common shit that I was seeing.
What about Louis?
I the music though. Kanye was one of my favorite rappers now. But I was in the street, so I was seeing a lot of the street shit. The Bum J's wasn't making it. The G Counts wasn't making it.
True.
But now, all them niggas, the Like the floodgates is open out here.
But do you see that though? You don't see the evilness in that shit? That's what I'm saying.
So you saying the streets can't eat? I'm just saying, folks. I looked up to Bump J and G Count coming up. That was the niggas who I was looking at.
Now the streets gotta eat, but the streets have been eating, right? But I'm saying, when did the streets become the mainstream?
I feel like the streets been the mainstream. It just got real. All that acting shit, like it got closer and closer. Out here, I think out here, once niggas came on, it switched it up. Like, oh shit, that nigga was gonna be bigger than birds. Then you get a pay the fast. Then now you get all these shorties that the niggas that's making noise really out here flicking shit up. Because it's this real factor. Like the shit CK was talking about earlier. It's the fans dictating that. Because once you see him came by, nigga, they love that. Oh, we got a real one. Dirt for them up.
This is good dialogue. I like this.
To me, King Von changed everything in Chicago. See, Keith and Dirk is active as a King Von for real. Them
right.
In and out the county all the time, man. Through the county ass, like, yeah. These are the niggas I come up with. This the nigga I want.
Right. Respect. This is good dialogue, man. You know what I mean? Shit. It's, you know what I mean? Like, you
realize, oh shit, King Von, right. I don't even gotta rap as good if I'm for real.
Right. And he getting money.
And I'm gonna use my aggressiveness. Come on.
Yeah, we saying the same thing though. I mean, you see it.
The streets gotta vouch for it for the nigga even to get there, or the streets gonna tear the shit down. It ain't right.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the white people gonna perpetuate it back to the rest of the hoods in America, but shit, you still gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through a certain, you gotta be hood certified to even get to be the one that gets perpetuated back out. And that's fine with us.
Facts. You got this one, Rufus. You got it. I can't even argue with it. You got boots on ground. You just tell me what it is.
Oh, and you got the 2 to 15 niggas doing anything. So that's accountability shit. He ain't breathe. This what we breathe in the streets. And now we done made his way into the enemy.
Mm-hmm. And we lost never heard Kai, Brownsville Kai. He was like a big underground rapper. He went back yesterday, man. So he was a lyricist. I don't know, a lot of people went up on him, but to the Rock Marcies, to the Alchemists, to a certain level of the culture, you know, he was one of them boys. Kai, if you want to hear some lyricists, like lyrical shit, he was one of them. Brownsville Kai is his Instagram. He used to run with Rock Marcy early on. Good dude. He went back though yesterday.
Yeah, I seen that on one of the hip hop sites.
Yeah, good dude.
Hey yo, y'all seen your boy J. Cole came back outside. J. Cole allowed back in the mix.
Y'all gotta answer that. I respect Cole. I've never been a Cole fan, but I respect the shit out of him.
Is he allowed back in the mix though?
Yeah, why not?
That boy was popping it. He was saying all this. Only thing I ain't like about Cole, he was talking all this lyrical. I'm this, I'm that, and then when it got cracking, that nigga tucked his tail. That shit wasn't it. That shit wasn't it. Now I just wanted to hear the nigga coming. Like he dropped some shit. This what happened to me. He dropped some shit. That shit was weak as hell. And then he want a cop, please. That shit was nah, homie. Come keep it coming. You feel me? that was his moment right there. You feel me? You can't do that, bro. That's like Braun passing up the shot at the buzzer. We like, what the you Braun, nigga? Shoot the shot. Now, you know what I'm saying? I respect Cole. Like, I like his whole protect my peace and all of that. I get it, whatever. But this rap, like that's your man's. This don't say nothing disrespectful, but you supposed to come with them bars. That's my opinion, though. I don't know. I guess nobody here rap.
Yeah, I think he just didn't want to get personal. He didn't want to just get serious.
Man, what is that, man? Yo, hey, Trub, we out right now. We outside somewhere. And I'm saying somebody called me out for the fade, Trub. You let me get back in the car? You out with me, we at the mall or something. And somebody be like, I need the ones. And I turn down the ones. You gonna let me ride back in the car?
If you roll with me, yeah, we gonna ride back in the car, but you sure gonna get a grill. Really get the last all way. Hey, but no, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. It's so serious out here right now. It's like, you know, like fighting. That's like a thing that our generation grew up on. Like we might be fighting, it could escalate to come far. The young hunters, they don't know nothing about fighting. They fight each other for fun and entertainment.
Nah, there's still some good brothers out there that'll catch that fade, though, man. Everybody don't want to do that jail time.
You might be seeing something different. I'll be seeing that's rare. You know,
In Cali is different for sure. People definitely.
it's like, nigga, if it ain't that serious, if it ain't that serious to kill a nigga, like, leave that shit alone. Because ain't nobody playing it. Ain't nobody just dealing with getting punched on. Niggas who let a nigga just punch on them. And these niggas, especially the young ones, these niggas got long clips with switches and all kind of dumb shit. They on weird pills. I ain't trying to fight with you niggas.
I mean, you know, I'm in an open carry state, homie. I see all type of crazy shit. Niggas riding around with real full artillery. You feel me? But I'm just saying where I'm at, like in the South, the ethics is a little different. You know what I mean? Like you can't, like once you get in that jail, if you done kill somebody and they had a strap. I mean, you had a strap, they didn't like you. Once you get in that jail, they gonna, you know, shit. You gonna have to still handle them polys. You feel me? Right, and you know, it's just different in Alabama. I was telling people this the other day, like, cause you know they was talking about TSU homecoming getting shot up, right? I'm like, man, I'm in Alabama because this is where black people love each other, man. Black people love each other. Y'all seen Montgomery? Y'all seen in Montgomery, bro? Black folks love each other down here, bro. You feel me? Like,
I've been to the gump, you know. I've been to the gump. I went to the gump with the rules. I've been. I seen this sickness that we speaking about. This shit is everywhere, but they do in the South. Let's just say that. Period. Let's just say it's a little different down there than it is in the Midwest and especially out here. You know what I mean?
I was culture shock when I first started going down south. Culture shock, how nice people were. Like, damn. Like, I loved it. Like, it was different.
I mean, you know, we got to stick together. I mean, we battling like racism on a different level out here. So you know, you ain't like you kind of respect the black man a little bit different. It's in the major cities. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even be like fully like American black, so it'd be hard for some people to sometimes, you know what I mean, accept that. You know what I mean? But when you in the South, like shit, no matter if you black, you black. Because you're getting treated like that. You know what I'm saying? Like now niggas kill niggas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but usually in the South it's for a reason. Like anybody, you know, your girl too. If you mess with somebody gal down south, they gonna kill you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what kind of racism y'all deal with out there? Like, still, like right nowadays, like.
Man, where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now, you would not believe this. If I came, I could show you this, and I might put this on camera. Right? It is still segregated in the city that I'm in right now. Straight up segregation. Like, yo, you go to one side of town, you start getting hounded by the police. You don't see a black person, right? Ain't no black food spots, clothing, nothing, because they don't even want you coming down there. You know what I'm saying? Right? You scared to even eat. You don't even want to eat out down there on that side of town because you don't know what you're gonna get in your food. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's like, and then you know where I'm at too. Like, shoot, what I be seeing affect a lot of the young men. It's like yo, you know, I had the corporate gig for a minute working in HR, and you know we be trying to hire people, but then you know you get on all these hiring platforms, right? And say like where I'm at, like the local black colleges, shoot, most of the jobs for these companies, they won't hire nobody from them local black colleges. They automatically, you know what I mean? So imagine going to school, getting your degree, right? You know what I mean? You coming out summa cum laude, all type of stuff, right? And you can't get a job locally, right? Boom. Or, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, getting that government clearance, right? So where I'm at, most of the jobs is really in healthcare, engineering, and then like government, some type of government contract situation, right? Well, about a government clearance, you could never have went to jail before, right? But shit, you went to school and you got them school loans. So now your credit fucked up, right? So now you can't get them jobs because you can't pass that clearance because you ain't got a 650 credit score or a 600 credit score. You know what I mean? Like, and think about this. Most kids coming out of school, you ain't got no good credit because you ain't either bought nothing, right? Or you had a credit card, fucked it over because ain't no financial literacy, right? So then you come out here now it ain't no jobs. You know what I'm saying? So now this shit, slavery, it's like it's systematic crazy, right? Because then the only jobs available, right, is the factory jobs. So you see a lot of black men out here, right, and a lot of Hispanic men, right, who went to college and got degrees, you feel me, where they could go to a Dallas, they go to Houston, they go to, you know, Indiana, Ohio, somewhere and be making 120,000, right? 90,000, right? But then they settling for $16 an hour. You know what I mean? At the factory, because that's all they can get, you know? It's, you know what I'm saying?
What
Like,
city are you talking about? Where do you live?
this is in Alabama.
What city?
I'm in Huntsville.
Okay, that's good. That's exactly what I wanted to ask about. So my son just started hooping for Alabama A&M.
Wow, so you got to introduce me. So that's my alma mater.
Okay.
My daughter just got an offer there. I'm tied in with, man. I'm big alumni there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. You got to introduce me, bro. I'm gonna have to pull up.
He's a transfer. He's transferred from Duquesne. It was time for him to come home, man. I learned him at HBCU when he first came out, and you know he's finally there. He's a junior.
He loving it, ain't he?
Loving it.
Homecoming was this past weekend. He enjoyed it.
Man, he was sending me videos. he was losing his mind, bro.
Yeah, man. You definitely gonna have to come down next year, man. You got to come through my tailgate. I had alligator on the grill, lobsters, all type of stuff.
Yeah. But we're gonna meet because I'm gonna come through to see him once the season starts. So.
Oh yeah, I'm at every game, man. You seen the new arena?
Yeah, man. Yeah, they did the whole virtual tour when when they were recruiting him.
Oh yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah, man. He you know, and you know what I'm saying, like that, just you know that HBCU support. Now, him going to Alabama and them, like being that where we at, like pretty much we stick for each other, like, you know, like what's his major?
Business administration.
Well, yeah, he'd be straight, you know? Like especially just on that basketball team. It's a lot of different people he could politic with. and kind of, you know what I'm saying, get in where he fit in. But we got a strong alumni, like just across the nation. Like even like we got strong alumni in LA, us in Tuskegee. So you know,
Let's go. That's what's up.
yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely tap in with you and when you come down. You feel me? Show you around, get some food and all of that.
Yeah. And see, good. That's what I'm talking about. So you see how that was every time. I think it was last week. You and Swish, we had a conversation on here, and you and Swish been building on basketball, and now you and David are building on the HBCU and how y'all can build. So those are my concerns versus like I can't. Man, it be so much other shit that goes on, and I get it for clickbait, or I get it for the algorithms. But those are things that aren't created by us. When you say the algorithms and you talk about all the tech shit up north, that's not very inclusive either, and that's not in the deep south, right? Not at all. Not at all. it's not in the deep south. So I can even take it 5 minutes from my house and apply a Vista at the Google headquarters, right? So, or the neighbors that I'm around, or whatever it is. The majority of everything in this country is not set up for us. So these pockets of resistance, right? This is a pocket of resistance. You got mainly black people, but you got El Dorado in here. And then I'll be in situations where I might be around a whole bunch of Latino people and I'm the only black person. The whole thing that I'm telling everybody that's on here is that we are the change, right? If you want to see the change, we have to deal more on what we can do. Like I said, I want to talk about, just how you talked about your son, your daughter being a top basketball recruit. What are we doing? Like, the music is cool. I fuck with the music. But when we talk about what do you do with your music money? So when you ask me, what do I do with my music money? I have everything set up, from trust to everything set up for my daughter. My whole everything is a trans for the first time in my family since my grandparents. Because my mom and them have it. It's going, whatever my mom and aunt have, it goes to me and it goes to my daughter. But before that, there were generations in my family where there was no transfer of anything, right? And that has stopped, right? So for me, I was able to break the code. I didn't know my dad. My dad didn't know his dad. So how many people on this phone have those similar things? I also know people on this phone like you, Goodz, that grew up with your pops. Tommy, he has a strong relationship with his pops. Trub know his pops. There are a lot of people that are on this phone that have change in them and want to change. The music, to me, is the mechanism to do it. But ultimately, how are we able to do that when we link up every week too? What's the real offline value of this, right? If you listening to this and it's on YouTube later, or somebody's able to feel, what are they able to get from? Because we're gonna just talk about the regular topics, but the most important thing is being able to do something in the real world with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we be having a lot of interesting dialogue where people been kind of tapping back in. You know what I mean? I get the comments on YouTube or the DMs from, you know what I mean, just people, you know, listening to the playback. And people been some of the comments that people been saying is like they just been enjoying the dialogue amongst like just hearing men's perspective. You feel me? Like we got people from LA, we got people from Chicago, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Alabama. You know what I mean? So it's like you know, it's people on here from everywhere, and then you know with all types of different opinions and perspectives on things. So, you know, I put different topics on there. I try to keep it from like keeping it all chatty patty. Like, you know, we talked about the Kamala Harris plan, you know, like that's something that on YouTube, like that's in our community. Like, you know, I want to say this to everybody, man, like, yo, we need to get out and vote. Like, you know, like I know shoot, we may feel as though that it doesn't matter, right? But at the end of the day, right, we cannot have that type of effect because shoot, we got people after us that's looking at us. And you know, my generation don't want to have no effect and don't want no change and just be cool with a lot of stuff, right? And we got here because of just being content, you know? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not saying like I don't think that any opinion that anybody say on this platform or whatever is wrong, right? We are entitled to our own opinion, our own perspective, right? But it's cool sometimes to just share perspectives, like talking to the brother Rufus, right? I'm having a opinion on certain things, but then shoot, the good brother come through and he enlightened me to something else, having boots on ground in Chicago and telling me how he, as a Chicago native, how he feel, and he's seen it the whole way through, like like and what I'm saying, like that's I'm on here, I'm bashing the platform, saying like, oh yeah, they causing this and causing that, right? And then like shoot, I'm hearing from a actual person from Chicago who, hey man, this like that's not really what's the deal. Like this is what's going on, So those type of conversations can travel, and it's the spreading of truth, right? Like all the gems that you drop on her, TK, like you might tell us something, like we're seeing it from face value, but you seeing it from a whole nother angle. You might see it from behind. You know what I mean? Where you can see it where it's propelled to the people and to the masses, and from your perspective, it's something totally different. So a lot of these conversations, I try to, of course, with this being a entertainment platform, we wanted to grow. So we gotta, and topics that are currently what I'm saying, like in rotation and currently trending, like, we want to kind of co-align with those in some type of possible way. And then, we try to add the building portion on there, like where we talk about different things, investment opportunities, or, like last week we talked about like the way the economy moving. We still got one more topic tonight. I still want to talk about Bitcoin. Um, uh, I don't know what you guys. I've recently, we got some guys on here who are financially set, and just kind of talking about like, like what y'all investing in, like right now. Like, I caught a play today that was cold. A dude gave me, and I'm gonna get this to the world. A dude gave me the coldest play, right? Just being out here in the South, right? Where he told me right now he probably grossing about $4,000 to $5,000 a month off a $3,500 investment of a land property, right? So he bought the land. He had it tilled, so it was just like dirt. He made a mound on it, right? And he turned into a four-wheeler and dirt bike park. Feel me? He put two picnic tables out there he got from the co-op, and you know what I mean. So and I think he laid around the picnic tables. He laid concrete slabs for each of the picnic tables, and he charged $10 entry per person, right? And then with that $10 entry, you could ride all day. And since opening, he grossing probably about 4 grand a month. So he's already made his money back plus more, and he's continuously grossing. Now he probably had some dead moments during these winter months, you know what I mean? But shoot, this summer he was killing. You know what I mean? So, you know, like what y'all investing in? What we, any other creative investment opportunities you guys heard of lately? Or y'all kind of keeping that tucked in? Okay.
Yeah, he said keeping it. Yeah. What we got going on? I'm trying to see. I mean, I got I got a savings plan. I put money in different things.
You still put money in the bank? You still got a savings account with the bank?
No, I don't really do savings account, but I do money markets. I do other shit like that. I'm not really I have savings, but I don't. How could I say it? I'm trying to invest more in the thing and about to get some real estate. So I take that money and my credit though. My credit is crazy, yo. My credit is 830 right now, bro. You feel me?
How you get there? How you get to 830?
Man, I cards and then a little. I ain't gonna say jug knowledge, but just using the credit card system that was good for me. I bought a luxury car. I had the money, but I paid for it. So instead of just buying some cash, I just had the money always tucked and just paid for it. And the car paid it off. I got a platinum card. I always been good with money, bro. And now it's just real estate. So I'm not buying nothing in California. I'm gonna do everything in Tennessee, Ohio, and Michigan. I've been looking at certain things, just trying to figure out. And at the same time, I got a family, just trying to say that up and get a spot out here. You know, we had the studio, so now I want to do something. And I just had a meet with this AI company last week. I'm gonna give y'all the flyers and everything. I'm gonna start doing West Side Wednesdays with this new AI over here. But I just been kind of like putting my money up this year. This year, Goods, and outside of little small stuff for my daughter to get ready for college in 2 years. So regardless if she get a scholarship or not, I still gotta pay for a ride, and if she gonna stay local, if she gonna take the long trip, I don't know. I still gotta have money. So I put $5, to get, that back. I put $5,000 every year, and at least I have like 30 or 40 for whatever's gonna happen in the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my thing right now. Getting her college money set up, and then really reinvesting back in what I'm doing. So I want to create. I think we just said something about Adam, or just any kind of big, whether it's academics too or whoever it is, say cheese. It's to me a gamble is in the music shit got to be done a certain way. I don't feel like that's really just the move to be doing it because anybody's doing it day to day. People are very tight with their money right now, bro. It's a very tight industry play right now in regards to money. And I feel like you only gonna make money if you beating somebody. So if you're trying to do it the ethical way, I don't know, man. I ain't putting no money in the music right now. I've been tight as hell on that. So real estate is I'm trying to get something down in Tennessee too. Just make these plays. You got to take money to do that, and just cutting back on shit too. I've been cutting back on a lot of shit too that really don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean the real estate play, the interest rate's pretty much about to drop in December.
Yeah.
I'm planning to buy another home then. I just bought one this summer, but I'm gonna buy another one in December, man. I'm out in the country though. I'm buying rural spots. Speaking of Tennessee, like they got there's some property out there like towards White House and all of that, man. They got some big old nice houses, man, going for like in the low twos,
Where is this at?
White House. It's like a 30-minute drive outside the city, you know what I mean? But
yeah. I heard of it. Yeah.
So that's just some stuff I've been thinking. You want to chime in, Dave? I seen you.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. Well, yeah, fellas, man. Shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for the night. I usually do our picks. I ain't gonna lie, man. They've been saying our picks been bad, man. People been losing our picks. We got to go back to the drawing board with the picks, y'all. Our picks been bad. Have y'all been looking at our picks? We've been terrible. We've been having people lose money out here, man. So man, we gonna skip this week on the NFL picks, man. Once again, I appreciate everybody coming through. This has been strictly for My Hustlaz every Tuesday, 10 o'clock Central. We come here, we had these real conversations. Shout out TK, shout out Swish, shout out Theop, shout out Trub, shout out Dorado, Rufus, Dave, Hulk Money. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for joining us tonight too. You feel me? Everybody on the YouTube, shout out y'all for tapping in. We're gonna continue to do this, man. We gonna, every Tuesday, 10 p.m. We continuously building. We gaining numbers on the YouTube. The playbacks are coming up on Clubhouse. You know what I mean? So we'll just continuously build. I'm gonna try to get us a special guest next week. I got one of my guys coming who been kind of looking at us on YouTube. He wanted to come in and chop it up. I found us a hacker to talk music. He couldn't join us today, but he said definitely next Tuesday he wanted to chop it up. So he wanted to talk about some different little things that he's able to do. And we were talking about manipulating these streams. So yeah, we'll get back to that next Tuesday. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I'll join y'all next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, brother.
All right, fam.
Love to you.